What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Sorry it has been so long. My name is Eli, this is IgnitionTube, and this is my 2014 Audi RS5 that we motor swapped because I bought it blown up.
Oh,
Woo!
wow.
If you don't know the backstory on this car, I bought this car with a bad motor out of Texas, sourced a donor car, and that donor car happened to have an exhaust on it.
I bought another one.
And that video went quite viral on Instagram.
All right, the fans are going crazy, but
now, a lot of people in the comments were asking, do these cars really sound like that? And while the answer is yes, it had the AWE non-resonated downpipes and the AWE catback, there was one thing that I was missing that we didn't find out until much later. One of the cats was blown out on that side. So I think we have the potential to have an even better sound now with two intact catalytic converters. Even if we had two non-intact catalytic converters, the fact that 4 cylinders were firing through one side that was unrestricted and 4 cylinders were firing through this side that was restricted and it still sounded good means that I think there is a lot to unlock.
user. Yeah. What do we got? I think, if I'm not mistaken, that says 180 technology, which means that this is a catback from my friends at AWE.
I've run AWE on my S4, my SQ5, my S6, my other SQ5. I was gonna run it on my Mark 6, but I never ended up doing anything with that. AWE and I have a long relationship, and I know, especially on the RS5, they make a beautiful sounding exhaust. So I'm super excited today to reinstall the AWE catback. We're starting there. Depending on the volume, then we may go to downpipes, but I've been dailying this car, and dare I say, I've kind of been enjoying having like a nice, calm, refined ride, and that's what AWE provides, a nice, refined exhaust sound. So I saw the homies at AWE at PRI. They were like, hey man, we saw you had an AWE. Why is it not on the car yet? So yeah, that's the motivation I needed to get back out here and get started on this. So we'll put the RS5 up. I'm gonna put the ramps in the front, the jack stands in the back. We'll get the old exhaust out, put the new exhaust in, and I'm excited to hear how it sounds. I always pick rainy days to work on my cars. I got drips coming from everywhere. The car was dry, it was in the garage, but I had to pull it outside to get the exhaust clips for the stock exhaust, which by the way sounded like this. No, I don't have a problem at all. What are you talking about? All right. Get it lit up under here. So basically, this should be really straightforward. We undo the front clamps, we drop the front down, we undo the rear. Maybe we want to take the diffuser off so we don't break it. Also, check this out. I bought this at PRI. See how this is the Milwaukee Fuel High Speed. I got this from Ratchet Knob. Not sponsored, I paid full price for it, but if you line it up right, it seats down in there. And now, to change the direction, instead of having to pinch it like that, except it's not flush. Why is it? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's pretty nifty. 5 of those. Comes right out. Nice. All sorts of road gunk in it. The first time I did this, I had the diffuser on, but like you can see everything up in here. So that's a hanger we gotta get to. And then I believe the valve is on the other side. Yeah, you can see it. The hose is up back there. We need to undo that. That's what has the valve in the exhaust. So we'll get that off first, and then we're gonna plug that. Then we'll just take the hangers down, and I mean, we're in business. This should be relatively quick and easy. We're deep in this thing, but ouch. See if I can get it shined up in there. See that barb that's sticking off the end there? I just took the hose that's right here off of that. A little bit of extra room. Got the valve off, perfect. Okay, so valve removed, exhaust hanger still there. And then when the time comes, we'll just drop this guy down. It might get caught in this, but I think we'll be all right. Okay, here's what we're going under the car with. We got our 3/8 impact. We got a 17, a 16, and an 18, because I don't remember what size the bolts are under there. And then we got this guy. If you don't have one of these, this is an exhaust hanger removal tool. You wedge it up in there and then see that like clamp part? That will pull this hanger off of the exhaust, which we're gonna need later. I'll show you how that works. But for the two inner ones, especially on that side, that one is connected to the gas tank and it was a royal pain in the butt. So I'm gonna pull the hanger off on that side from the exhaust before the exhaust drops down. Instead of undoing, usually I just undo the hangers from the top and then, you know, change it off the car. But that one specifically up there is a pain in the butt. So we're not gonna do that. Now I've done enough of these exhaust jobs to know that there's gonna be something here that makes it not go smoothly. But it's okay to be optimistic. Wow, it gets real shallow under here. So we're gonna have to undo, I believe that's 16, 16. This looks like a 17, 17. And that'll let us drop down here. Then this is the hanger that I'm gonna pull off of the exhaust. This one could probably just come down, but if we have the tool under here, we might as well just thread it on. The AWE has straight hangers. It doesn't have this bulb at the end of it, so it'll be easier. And then once we've done that, this front will swing down, and then we can just slide it forward once we get it off the hangers here, and we'll be in business, hopefully. Oh, these are 16s. All right, that's a 16. This is not gonna be a 16 then. Yeah, this is like a 13. There we go. The big mistake to avoid here is those pipes, once they're loose, will flop down because there's a flex pipe up there. So you don't want to put your head under the front half. I've done that before. It's not very fun. I wouldn't recommend it. That is a 13. Nice. All right, that's nice. So watch. See? See those drop down? You don't want that falling on your head. That will be a bad day. Guaranteed bad day. I don't guarantee many things in life. That is a guaranteed bad day. Get up there. That's not happening, brother. What also makes this really easy is if you spray it with WD-40. Come on. You can do it. If you give it words of encouragement, there we go. All you need is some positive reinforcement, you know? And then I just have to be mindful that the exhaust is gonna fall down on my lap once I do this. Yep, right off. Too easy. Okay. All right, and then again, this exhaust is coming down once I undo this, and I don't want it to come down on my head. Yep, okay, nice. All right, nice. All right, so here's our current situation. The front of the exhaust is dropped down. We just have to undo the hanger up here and the hanger over there, and everything will come right down. It's really nice to have a friend on this part, or a jack or something like that underneath there. I'm gonna try to do it without them because I feel pretty confident in my skills, but it's always nice to have a friend, especially with these stock exhausts. They're so unbelievably heavy. Okay, we're down. We're sitting on the bumper, but we can push it forward, which is perfect. Now this side's gonna be the heavy side. So we gotta be really careful here. Again, this is just about being smart, which I'm not very good at, and going slow. Okay, so we're down. Why is the exhaust not falling down? Oh, there she goes. Okay, what are we stuck on? The bumper. Okay, so this is when you don't want to be underneath the car, because that's why. In behind the exhaust, and you literally just squeeze. And it comes right off. All right, backwards. It needs to go this way. Okay. think it might be too long. I think he might have modified it to fit the downpipes. It might be a little bit long, but let's see. All right. So we're here. My concern is he has some weird section welded onto these. Actually, it might be a business. I think we'll be all right. Yeah. Slide this guy over. Slide this guy over. All right, we're in business here. And if you'll believe it, I was even smart enough to leave myself a note. If you look closely, that says P for passenger. We'll have to see if the exhaust wants to go on the front or not, but that way at least we're in here, which was our struggle last time. There we go. Let's get my glove. We have like another inch that we have to go on. Okay, after all that twisting and banging, I realized that I could have just been rotating it on the entire time, up and down like this, and it would have slid all the way on. Alright. Ouch. So now we start tightening from the front to the back. So the trick is, before you go to tighten these, holy cow, that was a lot. You want to push them up. Push up. They're up. Now we're gonna get to these guys. That's taken care of. We just have to get this guy spread apart enough that it doesn't rattle. And then tighten the... Freaking camera died, but I went under there with the 16 and tightened it down, so... I think we're ready for our first start and then to check for leaks. I'm really excited to hear what this sounds like. First start with the AWE. Oh, much better. That sounds clean. It's not too loud, but it is good. I'm glad I didn't do the downpipes. Little leak on this one. Sounds really nice. Very refined, clean, exactly what you expect from AWE. Alright, initial reaction. Finally has the sound it should have had. Like, it really should have had this from the factory. Just had like all you could hear was the engine from up front. Now the engine's actually coming from the back. This is good. This is very good. Traffic today, but this would be cruising RPM. I mean, there's literally no drone at all. It's a classic AWE. Sounds so good. Why does it have to be pouring rain? Oh my God, I'm getting soaked. That's so good. Kind of a hot take, but especially with the window down, I'm soaked, by the way. But the window down kind of sounds like an E92 M3 with an exhaust on that, which is pretty cool because that's a good sounding car. I mean, I knew the RS5 sounded good, but like, it's so good.